The ownership answer that sounds great, but fails the bar raiser. Most candidates describe stepping in once under pressure, and the bar raiser can tell immediately that you helped out rather than permanently restructured your priorities to own the outcome. The question is, tell me about a time you took responsibility for a production system beyond your assigned scope. This tests the ownership leadership principle. At Amazon, that means engineers don't pass the buck. They hold accountability for outcomes even when the system is not formally theirs. What the bar raiser is actually listening for is whether you permanently restructured your priorities and built mechanisms to sustain that ownership, or simply fixed a one-off problem and moved on. Here is how most Amazon DE candidates answer this question. Confident, structured, and just short of what the bar raiser needs to see.
Our team's recommendation pipeline had an upstream data dependency owned by another squad. One weekend it started producing stale features, and downstream model accuracy dropped. I noticed the alert, dug in, found a partition pruning bug in their Spark job, and fixed it. I also added a monitoring check to our side so we'd catch it faster next time. The owning team thanked me and incorporated my fix into their next release. It was a good example of stepping up when the team needed it.
Describes a single incident response, not sustained ownership of the system. Fix handed back to the owning team. Candidate relinquished accountability. No structural change to how the system is operated long term. Framed as stepping up. Reactive, not proactive platform ownership. Here is what I am writing in the debrief right now. Item 1. Candidate responded to an incident. Did not proactively identify a gap in ownership. Item 2. Accountability returned to original team. Candidate did not assume long-term responsibility. Item 3. No operational mechanism established. No runbook. No on-call coverage. No SLA commitment. Item 4. Story describes a helpful teammate, not an engineer who restructured priorities to own the outcome. Verdict. Does not demonstrate ownership. Same question. Now listen to how this candidate demonstrates that ownership is a permanent posture, not a one-time action.
6 months into the role, I noticed our ML feature pipeline had no owner. The team that built it had reorganized. Stale features were silently corrupting model inputs. No alert existed. I didn't wait to be assigned. I wrote a technical design doc, proposed a reliability standard, and got approval to formally own the pipeline. I rewrote the freshness checks, added P99 latency alerting, and joined the on-call rotation. Over the next quarter, data freshness SLA improved from 74% to 99.1%. 3 downstream model teams now depend on the SLA I defined and maintain.
Proactively identified an ownership gap, not reactive to a single incident. Formalized accountability via design doc and explicit approval. Amazon written culture. Built durable operational mechanisms. Alerting, on-call, and a defined SLA. Quantified outcome, freshness, SLA from 74% to 99.1%, 3 cross-team consumers protected. Notice what changed. The candidate didn't fix a problem and hand it back. They restructured their role to own the outcome permanently. Item 1. Identified an unowned production system proactively. No incident required to prompt action. Item 2. Used a technical design doc to formalize ownership, consistent with Amazon written culture. Item 3. Established durable mechanisms, alerting, on-call rotation, and a documented SLA. Item 4. Measurable outcome with cross-team scope, 74% to 99.1% freshness SLA, 3 consuming teams. Verdict, strong signal, raises the bar. Before your loop, run your ownership story through these 3 questions. Question 1. Did you permanently own the system or hand it back after the fix? If you handed it back, the bar raiser scores this as helpful, not ownership. Question 2. Can you name the operational mechanism you built to sustain reliability? No mechanism, no runbook, no alert, no SLA means you solved a symptom, not the problem. Question 3. Is there a metric that proves the system is healthier because you own it? Without a number, the bar raiser cannot distinguish your ownership from general helpfulness. If you cannot answer yes to all three, your story demonstrates a good teammate, not the ownership Amazon promotes at bar. How do your real stories score? Get a personalized report scored against the interview rubric Amazon uses for DE roles, including LP alignment, operational depth, and bar raiser signals. Go to interview101.com and find out where you stand before the loop.